Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we want to talk about clutches, pressure plates, and transmissions. So let's take a look. So there she is, the Rusty Bird. The engine is out. And there you see my pipes, X-pipe, going to my transverse muffler in the back. And hopefully we'll be hooking that up very soon. So let's get to the main subject matter over here. All right, so on the left-hand side, we have a McLeod Flywheel. On the right side, we have a Pontiac OEM Flywheel. Same size, but with the McLeod, you have a few more options to put a bigger clutch on there. I believe you can put an 11-inch clutch on there, but you'd have to use a scatter shield at that point, so I am still using the 10.5. Now this part here is for you guys that maybe are just getting into these cars and you bought a manual transmission car and you don't know too much about it, so let me teach you something. You've got two tabs right here. You've got one here, and one right here. If I zoom in, you can see those tabs, they hold in the throwout bearing. Okay guys, these tabs break, they wear, and if you're not paying attention to it and you let it go too far, your throwout bearing is going to let go, and you're going to have a lot of problems. You're going to be pulling the transmission. So I highly recommend replacing this piece when you're doing a semi-high mileage change out for your clutch. Let's get to the clutches. So on the left-hand side, we have the McLeod dual friction. And on the right-hand side, we have a center force clutch from the late 80s or early 90s. Can't remember that far back, but it's one of the two. Anyway, this center force right here has the same material, both sides. And as you can see, it has these springs. So those springs are supposed to clamp and give you better clamping force. And I've drag raced with this clutch, and I've had very good luck with this clutch. But I don't know, after 23 years of sitting, I just wanted to go with something new. So I did a lot of research. I was going to put a brand new center force clutch in there, but I was told by many people in the industry that these here are binding up now. And when they bind up, you're pulling the transmission. So I didn't want to go that route. So I went with the McLeod instead, which I talked to their customer service. They were excellent. The guy spent a good 15-20 minutes on the phone to me explaining what I was buying and how it would work. And here we go. So here is the McLeod. Very nice piece of equipment. I can recommend it. I can say it's worth the money. Great clutch, has not slipped. Reason it's out right now, again, rear main seal, and this is not a cheap piece, so I did not want to have to replace all of that. So I pulled the motor, and here we are. But that's just a little show and tell of the differences between the center force and the McLeod. And same thing with the flywheels. But let's get to the main attraction, shall we? So the main attraction is this. And a lot of you are going to say, wow, that really looks like a Muncie transmission. Well, it is based off a Muncie transmission, but it's no Muncie transmission. I bought this from a place called Auto Gear in Syracuse, New York. They're not the only people that build them, but they are the closest people to me, and they do provide their own case, and they provide cases to other builders. And I figured if I'm going to buy it, why not buy it from the source? So bought this transmission from Auto Gear in Syracuse. I believe they wanted $1,700 to rebuild my, not them, but shop wanted $1,700 to rebuild my M20. And this cost me, I believe, around $2,000. So for the extra $300, I got a brand new case, brand new gears, brand new synchros, something that way outperforms the M20 and will continue to outperform the M20. The M20 had a 2.52 first gear. This is a 2.98 first gear. And they can customize those gears for what you want them to be, depending on what they have in stock and what you're looking for. They have all kinds of transmissions. Highly recommend this company. About a year after I had the transmission, I developed a second gear grind. I think it was about 15 or 16 months. I was out of warranty at that point. I called up customer service, got on the horn with them, and they asked me to take this, put it back in the original shipping crate, and they were going to eat the shipping back to Syracuse, and they actually did that. They brought the transmission back there. They ripped it all apart. They put in a redesigned synchro for second gear, since they had redesigned a synchro since I had this one built. And this transmission has been smooth as silk ever since. Second gear is flawless. A friend of mine has a brand new Richmond T10, which is also a nice transmission, but I can't say it's this. So, the other thing is, if you buy a Richmond transmission from Summit Racing and something goes wrong, you have a problem. If you buy from these guys, I can promise you they will bend over backwards to help you and take care of your issue. So I highly recommend Auto Gear. He said, they don't sponsor me. I paid for this out of my own pocket. As you can see, it doesn't have the coarse spline. It has the fine spline, 32. And if you look at that button, wow, way bigger than any button you will ever see on any Muncie transmission. So it's a very well built piece. I highly recommend it to any of you guys out there looking to upgrade your transmission. They have a lot of different options. You could tell them the Rusty Bird sent you. They don't really know who I am yet, but eventually they will. And I wish you the best of luck. So catch you on the next one. Take care.